them do not even know how to manage money. So I really encourage having a budget, and I've always taught a budget, but I felt that the budgets were kind of complicated that I taught before, because we had to look at um, the gross income, use that, take away taxes and all that. And I felt that it was just really complicated for the kids to understand. But when I found this one, the 50-30-20 budget, it was like, wow, it really clicks. And I always say, before you guys go into this, you want to make sure that you review the needs and wants. I do the needs and wants, which I started today. I just switched new trimesters last week. And so we are already starting on needs and wants today. And then I'll roll right into the budgeting, because I feel that they kind of go hand in hand together. And then this way, it helps them. And then I review the needs and wants with the students, and then learn the 50-30-20 budget. Okay. Let me make sure. I know the power of compound interest, right? That time value of money, man. I have a big sign over here that says, your age is an opportunity. Ask me why. Because this way they know I'm all about investing. And I really try to help the kids as well. And having a budget, just make sure that they're putting that money aside. Yes, direct deposit or whatever, so they don't see it. Okay, let me think. I'm going to go to the next one, you guys. We are going to learn the 50-30-20 budget. Okay. I'm going to talk to you guys about this. Hopefully I'm not boring anybody. The budgeting, you guys, when we talk about the 50-30-20 budget, one rule to live by when budgeting is to use 50% of your income on needs. Remember, we're going to use net income. So we're using that money that you get in your paycheck that's going in your bank account, making it easier. And then we're going to spend 30% on wants, 20% on savings. And I always say 20% on savings as well as debt. Because I kind of think if you're racking up a lot of credit cards, you probably need to get those credit cards paid off. So we're probably going to stick them over there, because really they're not a need. And they might fall under the wants as well. But remember, everybody's budget's going to be a little bit different depending on your needs and wants and what's going on in your life during that period of time. This table right here, you guys, tries to shows you the 50% is needs, which is going to be your rent or mortgage, your payments, your groceries, your utilities, and your transportation. 30% is wants. That's dining out, vacation, and entertainment. And then 20% is going to be savings goals. Saving for retirement, saving maybe for a house, saving for a car, or any of those other savings. Okay. Yes. And tithing as well. I'm right there with you. And that's important as well, that they have it on there. And I'm going to be honest with you. I put my tithing under a need, because I feel that I have to. I'm sorry, you guys, but I had struggles through high school all the way out. And I had so many people that helped me during that time of my time in life, that that's all I do, is I love to give back to everybody, because remember, so many people were so generous to me. And it is always great to discuss that with your students as well, because giving, sometimes kids though, they kind of like, I'm not going to give them any money. And I'm like, dude, really? We've got to think about how important it is to be giving for others. And we all go through a time in our life, you guys, I think, that we all realize that we really need to help others. So what I did is I gave you guys like a little graph over here to kind of show you guys 50% goes to your needs. This is allocation of your budget, which would be like transportation. I put all this up on the overhead so my students see it as we get ready to create our budget. Food and grocery, electricity bills, even insurance is a need. Because we've got to have insurance. We've got to make sure that we don't sustain those risks of getting a risk. Okay. And then mortgage. Mortgage, a lot of kids don't understand what a mortgage is. So I have to explain to them a mortgage is a house payment. And I love my kids that are like, Miss, what's a mortgage? because they're honest. And I'm like, yes, thank you for asking. Because sometimes as teachers, you guys, we kind of tend to think, ooh, they should know this, but they don't. And so I have to remind them, even when it comes to insurance, some things like that, they just don't understand. 30% to wants, you guys, that'd be hobbies and shopping, gym memberships, internet subscriptions, vacations, dining out, going to concerts or movies. And then 20% is going to go to your debt payments, your loans, savings, investments, and then retirement account, retirement, and then emergency fund. I love that question, Victoria, because we're going to talk about that, about how to handle it when they exceed the 50%, because that is what's going to happen. I'm going to show you guys, because normally, you guys, this is how I teach my kids on budgeting. But the lesson that I found, they get to get a scenario of somebody, and then they get to create the budget. And we're going to be doing it right here. And I'm going to drop it in the chat for you guys in just a second. But I kind of make sure that the kids understand 50% to needs, 30% to wants, 20% to savings. I'll even come in the morning and say, okay, what's 50%? And they're like, needs. And then what's 30? Wants. And this is the one budget that my kids get. I just had a kid come up to me the other day and say, Miss Lighty, I got my first job. And I've been allocating my budgets to the 50, 30, 20, and I'm doing so good. I'm being able to save money. And I'm like, yes, you got this. And it's just one that the kids come back to me because it's so easy to understand, because we're looking at our needs and our wants. It's kind of easy to understand. We're not putting it over here or over there. And my other budgets seem to be really complicated. So when they had mentioned to me about doing a budgeting one, I thought, I really got to do one on the 50, 30, 20 budget, except it would be a lot different, you guys, if I was in person. So again, you guys, my energy would get going. So what I'm going to do, you guys feel pretty comfortable about the 50, 30, 20. 50% is going to go on your needs, 30% is going to go to your wants, and then 20% is going to go to your savings. Okay. I'm going to show you guys some of the stuff that I use. I use this one. I use it a lot with those kids that need that extra help. Because sometimes those kids need that extra. They don't understand it. They're not getting it. I use this worksheet. It's called It's a Money Thing, you guys. It's available at every credit union. I use Hapo Credit Union, and I use another credit union called Kitsap. They pretty much have the same thing. And this way I give this worksheet out to the kiddos to kind of help them differentiate between the needs, the wants, and then their savings goals. Again, you guys, I put all of these references at the end as well as on the lesson plans as well. The other thing that they have, you guys, it's a money thing. It's a PowerPoint. I love this PowerPoint because it kind of shows the kids right when I get going, it shows them. Not only does it show them how the proportional budgeting system works, but then it also provides examples. And then it also tells us what to do if we went over our budget. What do we do? I mean, how do we move it around? What do we do? So kind of like, for example, you guys, on this one, if your monthly net income is $3,000, then we know 50% is going to be $1,500 of that $3,000 net income that you're bringing home, that's on your paycheck, is going to be spent on needs. 30% is going to be $900 on wants, and then 20%, $600 on savings. This is a great little PowerPoint. It's a money thing. You guys, I'm not quite sure where everybody's located at, but I love their little videos, and I love a lot of their information that they have out there for kids, because it's really important, and they use it. Oh, I put it on the links. Yeah, I dropped the videos on the links for you guys. At the very end of the PowerPoint, I put everything there. But I'm going to show you guys right now. And I'll actually drop the link, you guys. If you guys want this one that I'm going to show you guys, it's called Building a Budget. And I'm going to try to do my best again, you guys, to move over there and try to share my screen again with this one. But I think I have this one up already. So we're going to watch a video on building a budget. And this, again, you guys, is called a money thing. Almost every credit union that I have found it's a money thing. I deal a lot with Hapo Credit Union because they're my local credit union here in Tri-Cities. And I tend to kind of support them because they are in my area as well. And they are available as YouTube. You're so good, milady. You are on it, aren't you? I love it.
Thank
I love
you.
it. Yes, you are on it. Thank you. Yeah, I love these little videos, you guys. I love them. At first, I was kind of like, okay, but then now that I've watched probably a good 3/4 of them, I really, really like them. So let me share my screen, you guys, and let me put up here the video. Let me find it. I know I have it. Here it is. Let's share it. Oh, wait. Uh-oh. Okay. Let me stop sharing again. Okay, maybe I won't be very good at doing this. I thought I had it down, but maybe not.
That just makes it more interesting, Brenda.
I know. Oh my goodness, right? Anybody have any questions while I'm busy trying to find the video?
Brenda, have you heard of It's a Money Thing Junior?
Yes, yes,
Those are awesome as well for the younger
yes.
students in middle school. I love those.
And I'm going to be honest with you because my grandson, and so I have my grandson. I've kind of been, he's kind of been like my, I kind of talk a lot with finances with him. So, and we've been working on the little It's a Junior. So that's a good thing. Let me see if I do this right now. My budget video is up, not my budget, but my PowerPoint is up right now, right?
No, we're